you
call
said buy the
106.
cream. Call the number, buy the cream.
Well, see, well, one very good point that a person on the committee said, because I showed it to them also. She said the last thing, like, the school wants is for parents to freak out with their kids handling an eye infection. I mean, I might have to tell them, you know, you might have to wait until you're over 18 to do this, because otherwise your parents might not agree. And that for now, what you can do is call 106 and wait by the kitten or the cat until help arrives, and it could take a good 2 hours till somebody comes.
But who arrives? SPCA?
So the workers at the city shelter.
I see.
They have a white truck.
But they will come
They drive
when you
around.
phone them?
They
But
will,
but
yes.
will those cats go and be euthanized then, or not?
No,
sure?
no.
Are you sure?
Tali Benatar, who you spoke with, she is a wizard with Facebook, and she gets these kittens out of there into foster homes, into adoptive homes, and also Natalie. They work very closely hand in hand together. It's a miracle, a miracle. They used to euthanize so many puppies and kittens, and now also Hedva. You should meet Hedva. You should meet Hedva. She runs Jerusalem Loves Animals. And she's a social worker, and she's
I tried to look that up. I couldn't find the contact
really.
information. Yeah.
I have her phone number.
Yeah.
So what are other things kids can do? Call 106. What can they do? I mean, I don't want them to get ringworm. I don't want them to.
Exactly, because then they're never allowed to do it again, you know, I mean,
Well, you
know
could
how
have a
parents can
program
be.
where they collect them and bring them to you, but you're already overwhelmed.
Right.
So,
Forget it.
so what you want to do
Do
is
it.
train your army of the kind.
What do you want them
So-
to do when you find
Actually,
Yeah.
if they see a kitten, right, they can put it. They can find a box. There's boxes everywhere. There's like a
Yeah,
grocery
exactly,
store in
yeah,
every corner.
yeah.
Find a box, bring it to their. If their parents don't let them in the house, at least put it in a safe place on their balcony or in a storage room, where at least nothing's going to happen to it. Give it a little bit of food and water. Call 106 and wait for them to come.
Okay, that's good advice. You might want to make an acronym out of it. You know, like
Yeah,
a word that you can remember.
maybe
Dot,
you can
dot,
do something
dot,
with cats.
Yeah.
Call, call, you know, yeah.
That's a nice
Yeah,
idea.
See?
Well, it'd have to
Because
be
it
in
will
Hebrew.
help them to
In Hebrew,
remember.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
For example, cat, yeah.
that's a nice idea.
Very good, yeah.
Call. I don't know. We'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
Box, whatever.
Something. We'll have to think about that.
Yeah.
Acronym. That's a nice idea. What can you do?
Because it's
Tell people to spay their animals.
Oh, that's important, yeah. And where to go and that sort of thing.
and realize it's an animal with feelings, and it's not dirty to
Yeah.
start with. It's an animal with feelings.
Yeah.
But it's not doing something.
No, but if they realize they shouldn't walk on, but just see it's an animal with feelings. It needs help. Realizing it needs help.
Care, compassion. So certain words.
It's not just a dirty animal. It's a creature,
Creature in need.
created creature by God, who also.
Well, it's flesh and blood just like we are, and it
Yes.
suffers just like we are,
Yes.
like we do.
and feels pain like we do.
Yes, we're equal in our capacity to feel pain.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, I'm not one of these animal people that say there's no difference between people and animals. I mean, it's the fact that we're people, that we have the potential
Yes.
to do so much more good than animals
Well,
can
we have
do.
responsibility.
We have responsibility,
Yes.
but we have the capability
Yes.
to be so much more than an animal.
In ethics, the distinction is between the moral patient and the moral agent. So
I don't know
the
what that means.
the moral patient is this is a moral patient. I'm a moral agent. So a moral agent's responsible for a moral patient. That's in
What does a moral patient mean?
somebody who can is the recipient of of good, but rather than an agent of good. And so all moral agents are also moral. I'm a moral patient too, but I'm also a moral agent. So God has given me the ability to be both. And so that means that I'm responsible for creation and God's created creatures, who are, in secular ethics, the moral patient.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen, what do you think about the pictures of the worms, the scabies, and the ringworm, and the fleas, and all that?
No, it's very. I find it's very good
I
because
think so too.
because you know, this is the reality. You
I
know,
know,
because
right?
because if
They're
you
not
see
babies.
if you see a cat with those problems, you know, then you what is it, you know?
Exactly.
No, because then maybe they know. Oh, it can be, but show Tova, you know, maybe there are worms or there are you know, or those mites, you know. I mean, it can
Well,
be.
what's your idea behind showing them the eye infection? Because you don't want them to fix the eye infection because they might get something.
I
So
want
what's
them
the idea?
to know that this animal needs help. If you pass it by, it's gonna go blind and it's gonna die.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
before it's probably gonna die even before.
Yeah, exactly.
While it's getting blind, it's gonna be dying.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean, because if it gets blind, it can't find its food.
And do
Yeah.
you
Well, even kittens can't find food anyway, whether they can see it or not.
Okay,
They can't find food
they're too small
unless
for
someone's putting food out for them.
Yeah, okay, but yeah.
and when you give the presentation, do you tell them, what do you tell them? I show you this because so and so? Or because they need to know that I think it depends on what you tell them when you do the presentation, whether they will think, yucky, oh, cats have all sorts of diseases.
Exactly.
Or whether they will think, oh, if I see this, I can do
I can
that.
do this, exactly.
And so it's important which words you use and what you tell them.
I know. It's tricky. It's tricky. On the one hand, I want them to have a realistic idea. I want them to know, you know, there's certain things when you see kittens with problems in the street, there's certain of the most common problems that repeat themselves all the time. And it's fleas, ringworm, all the time. And if you touch a kitten with the ringworm, I mean, you should know that there's, you have to have, like I said in the beginning, they have to have a balanced idea of what you can catch and what you can't catch. It's not the end of the world that the cat has ringworm. It can be treated, and you need to wash your hands. Preferably handle it with gloves. If you don't have gloves, at least put it in a box, wash your hands, bring it home, and do something for it. Call 106.
You need to do a workshop on training, hands-on training how to do it with a model or something, because these are complex things that your medical procedures you're talking about that a lot of kids should learn and probably want to learn, but you'd have to do a real workshop, not just a presentation.
Well, the only treatment for ringworm is pills. Very dangerous pills for the cat. If you give too much, you're going to damage the liver and the kidneys. Very tiny amounts. The doctor has to tell you exactly how much to give.
But do you want them to learn how to cure it, or do you want them to learn how to recognize it?
Both.
And then phone
But your
somebody else?
parents might not let you.
Yeah.
They probably won't let you.
You're going to tell them that?
Yeah, I
Why
think
is
that's
that
a good
necessary?
idea, because it's reality. If you want to help this animal, if your parent will let you, fine, but you have to understand, first, if you're going to do it yourself, take it to a vet and get the advice. If it has a skin problem, the vet's going to give you specific instructions. You need to prevent catching this skin problem. Most
My battery went
kittens
out.
have it, and some kittens don't.